Let us speak with absolute candor. How often do you awaken and immediately sense that something essential is absent from your mornings? This is not merely about energy for the workday or the motivation to complete tasks. It is about the natural marker of vitality that once arrived without thought or effort, a reliable part of daily life that gradually diminishes for many men beyond the age of 50. Its absence influences more than the body. It touches confidence, mood, and even the sense of connection with a partner or with oneself. Yet here is a surprising fact. An ordinary item that already exists in nearly every kitchen may provide a means of addressing this issue. It is used almost every day, though its potential is rarely considered. The common cup of coffee, a routine comfort, can become more than a stimulant. Imagine if that morning beverage could serve as a means to enhance circulation, support natural hormone function, and rebuild inner confidence. Through decades of practice, many physicians specializing in men's health have heard the same refrain repeated countless times by individuals in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. Mornings are no longer what they once were. The easy assumption is that this is merely aging, yet aging itself is only one influence. Circulation is the true determinant. Blood vessels can be compared to garden hoses. In youth, they are flexible, open, and fluid passes strongly. With advancing years, however, stiffness develops. The inner lining begins to generate less nitric oxide, the molecule essential for relaxing and widening vessels. Added burdens of high sugar intake, stress, and accumulated fatigue place further strain. And suddenly, the smallest arteries, those responsible for the most delicate yet critical function, cease to deliver as required. Coffee in its plain form may offer a quick temporary lift, but it is no more than taping over a leaking pipe. What is needed is not merely caffeine, but a consistent provision of nutrients that can restore natural blood flow, balance hormones, and elevate confidence. And because coffee is already consumed daily, it is the perfect medium through which to introduce these supports. There are 5 readily available ingredients that, when added, can transform an ordinary beverage into a daily means of strengthening circulation, stabilizing energy, and supporting vitality. Each is supported by scientific evidence, each is easily obtainable, and together they establish a foundation for improvement. Before describing them, consider why mornings change so markedly beyond the age of 50. Without understanding the underlying causes, it is easy to believe the matter is only low hormone levels or the inevitable effects of time. The reality is more complex, and it is also encouraging, for it demonstrates that practical action can be taken immediately. Circulation decline is the first factor. Arteries function like highways. In the 20s and 30s, traffic flows without obstruction. By the 50s, however, narrowing occurs, cracks appear, and deposits collect. This process, called endothelial dysfunction, means the vessel lining no longer releases sufficient nitric oxide and circulation slows. The earliest place this becomes apparent is in morning performance because the arteries there are so small, thinner than a human hair, equivalent to the narrowest side streets on a map. When a major freeway is obstructed, the effect may take time to notice, but when a tiny street narrows, traffic halts immediately. The second factor is blood sugar. Many begin the day with cereal, toast, or sugar in their beverage. What seems harmless is in fact corrosive. Elevated glucose damages the smallest vessels, the very ones responsible for energy and intimacy. High morning sugar leads to rapid decline. The third factor is stress hormones. Cortisol naturally rises in the morning to promote alertness, but with inadequate rest or hydration, it climbs excessively. High cortisol directly suppresses hormone production, leaving one fatigued and unmotivated. The fourth factor is cumulative lifestyle habits. Years of rushed mornings, poor diet, prolonged sitting, and neglect of health create a burden. Just as a car cannot run indefinitely on inferior fuel without maintenance, so the body falters when circulation, hormones, and energy are ignored. The encouraging reality is that none of these influences are irreversible. Prescription medication or costly devices are not necessarily required. What is required is to return to the body the raw materials it has been denied: nutrients, circulation support, and fuel that encourages hormone stability. Coffee, once fortified with the proper additions, becomes an efficient vehicle for delivering them. The first three additions target blood sugar, nitric oxide, and hormonal resilience. The final two extend deeper, supporting testosterone production and circulation in a way that many men describe as transformative. The first ingredient is cinnamon, commonly thought of only as a spice for desserts. It is a powerful stabilizer of blood sugar. Real Ceylon cinnamon in particular has demonstrated the ability to regulate glucose and shield small blood vessels. Its polyphenols form a protective coating that prevents the damaging fluctuations caused by sugar spikes. Studies confirm that consistent use reduces blood sugar levels and improves circulation. When blood sugar remains stable, confidence remains stable as well. The practical method is simple. Add 1/4 teaspoon to coffee. It imparts a warm, subtle flavor and can reduce the jitters associated with caffeine. Those who have tried it report sustained energy through the workday without the common afternoon crash. The second ingredient is unsweetened dark cocoa powder, rich in flavonoids, particularly epicatechin. Cocoa naturally stimulates nitric oxide production. This molecule is the essential signal that causes vessels to relax and open, yet with age, the body makes less of it, leading to diminished circulation. Cocoa helps restore it. Research shows it improves the inner lining of blood vessels, resulting in stronger circulation, enhanced morning performance, and sharper mental clarity. Simply stirring in a teaspoon of cocoa creates a rich mocha flavor without added sugar or guilt. The third ingredient is maca root powder. Used traditionally for centuries, It has earned a reputation as a natural vitality enhancer. Unlike quick fixes that mask symptoms, it supports the body in producing hormones naturally. It contains amino acids, zinc, and plant compounds that enhance resilience. And men often describe its effect as a gradual return to feeling balanced and strong. Energy becomes more consistent, mood steadier, and confidence restored. Practically add a teaspoon 3 or 4 times weekly. Within 2 to 3 weeks, improved stamina and steadiness can be noticed. Its flavor blends smoothly, offering a subtle, nutty tone. A simple routine is to begin with cinnamon, then introduce cocoa the following week, and add maca in the third. This gradual progression avoids overwhelm and permits the body to adapt. Within a month, the daily ritual will not only awaken the senses but also sustain circulation, support hormones, and promote overall vitality. These ingredients are not exotic, expensive, or difficult to obtain. They are widely available in ordinary stores. The power lies not in rarity, but in consistent, informed use. 2 further ingredients extend the effect even more profoundly. The fourth is coconut oil, specifically its medium-chain triglycerides. At first, the idea of adding oil to coffee may seem unusual, yet these triglycerides convert readily to clean, immediate energy. Unlike sugar, which spikes and crashes, they provide a steady source of fuel. This matters greatly for men beyond 50 because testosterone is synthesized from cholesterol and fats. Without sufficient healthy fats, production falters. Coconut oil supplies the raw materials needed for hormone creation, while also ensuring stable energy. Clinical evidence links consistent energy balance directly with hormone health. In practical use, begin with half a teaspoon blended into coffee. A frother or blender creates a creamy texture similar to a latte. With time, the digestive system adapts, and the result is sharper focus and greater stamina through the morning hours. The fifth and final ingredient is ginger, fresh or powdered. Ginger possesses compounds that dilate blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and protect testicular function. Regular consumption has been shown to enhance testosterone levels and sperm quality. It is one of the simplest daily practices for keeping circulation strong. Picture blood vessels as pipes that slowly collect rust. Ginger serves as a natural cleaner, maintaining smooth and open flow. The benefit is not a sudden surge, but long-term protection and vitality. Use a 1/4 teaspoon of powder or a thin slice of fresh root. Fresh ginger provides an immediate aromatic effect, while powdered form ensures steady benefits. Together, these 5 additions transform an ordinary habit into a daily practice that reinforces health. Cinnamon stabilizes blood sugar. Cocoa restores nitric oxide. Maca supports hormonal balance. Coconut oil fuels hormone production and stable energy, and ginger maintains circulation and reduces inflammation. Individually, each is valuable, but together they create a cumulative effect that many describe as life-changing. Small, deliberate changes applied consistently rewrite the narrative of aging. Instead of resignation to decline, mornings can once again become a time of strength, clarity, and confidence. The plan is straightforward. In the first week, add cinnamon. In the second, incorporate cocoa. In the third, rotate maca several times each week. In the fourth, add either coconut oil or ginger. Observe the effects on mood, energy, and overall sense of vitality. Within a month, the benefits will become evident, and the habit will feel natural. This is not about pursuing youth or chasing after artificial results. It is about working with the body, supplying what it requires, and enabling it to perform as it was designed. Age does not signal the end of vitality. The body does not simply abandon its capacity. With proper support, it responds, sometimes more strongly than expected. Men in their late 50s, 60s, and 70s have experienced renewed energy, improved focus, and restored confidence by following this uncomplicated approach. These are not extreme interventions. They are everyday foods and nutrients, accessible and safe. Consistency is the deciding factor. Over weeks and months, the results compound, reinforcing circulation, supporting hormone balance, and fostering confidence. Before concluding, a reminder is essential. This information is provided for educational purposes. It does not replace personal medical guidance. Each individual is unique. And if there is pain, significant change, or personal concern, it is imperative to consult with a qualified healthcare provider. Well-being requires attention that is specific and personal. Nevertheless, the central message remains clear. Each morning presents an opportunity. Choices made at the start of the day determine energy, circulation, hormones, and confidence throughout the hours that follow. By upgrading a single familiar ritual, it is possible to build a foundation of strength that continues into later years. The most fulfilling period of life need not be behind. It can begin each morning with a simple yet deliberate choice.